Hey you guys, so today I'll be reviewing Beyond the Gates Season 1, Episode 8, and this episode was pretty good. We took a break from all the Danny, Bill, and Haley stuff, and we paid attention to, like, the back tier characters, the side characters, and got more of their storyline. So I actually really enjoyed this episode, and it was actually really good. So let's get right into it. So the episode basically starts off with Eva in Nicole's office, because she's her assistant now, and her and Nicole are talking, and Nicole is basically very impressed with her because she knows everything about her and everything, this and that third. So then Nicole scares her a bit because she's like, "But let's not talk about the elephant in the room, and let's not act like you don't know what I'm talking about." But she was really mentioning what happened at the wedding, and she was basically just like, "Oh, it's fine, this and that third." So then, Nicole used to have breakfast at the country club, and then that's when the daughter walks in. I forgot her name, but the daughter walks in, and she's basically pressing her, like, cause she. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell y'all. So she basically catches Eva snooping through the room, and even makes an excuse like, "Oh, I was looking for Stapler," but she's like, "There's Stapler right behind you." So then basically they confront each other, and she doesn't like Eva. She's basically getting bad energy, and she's trying to convince her mom to fire Eva, but her mom's not listening, and this and that and the third. So then Ted walks in. She finally meets Ted, her father, and she freezes up because all the things that her mother told her about Ted. Obviously, she's not gonna like him because of what her mother said. So then, but Ted's really nice. He introduced herself to her or whatever, and then that's when the cop walks in. The daughter's husband walks in. She basically tells him that they don't have a lead on Laura's you know accident because the person took the license plate off and it had a helmet on, so they don't know who it is. And the model of the motorcycle was a very popular motorcycle, so it could really be anybody. So then, we get to the Leslie's talking with her friends about how Eva's doing good at the job, and they also start making fun of what happened at the wedding. And friends is basically like, oh, I don't want to talk about that because she's probably going through a lot. So then, we're at the country club, and the real estate so her real estate agent and her husband are at the table, and they're talking, and basically he has a gambling problem, so he leaves early to go gamble, and he's owed a lot of money. He's in debt with a lot of money, and he's trying to ask somebody else to ask their ruthless boss, but he's like, he don't want to get in the middle of that, so he's gonna have to ask his wife. So then basically later on, a servant ends up kissing on her, and they end up having sex in the room, her and that servant. So then at the country club, the priests are meeting up, talking about everything that's transpired throughout the week, with Danny and everything. And they said that Danny's at a spa day with her best friend. So then basically they're talking, and they're basically, catching up on things. And that's when her daughter tries to, and so then that's when, what's his name? The son and his husband, Martin and his husband, they're talking. And Martin's husband ends up talking to Nicole, and he's basically telling Nicole that he wants to go back to being a news guy. He's already kind of been in contact with him, but he hasn't heard Martin, and Martin overheard. So then Martin tells Nicole that he wants to run for president. So then we get to the end of the episode where, Leslie and Eve are talking, and Leslie basically confronts Eva and is like, no, no, Eva confronts Leslie and is like, "Were you the one who had something to do with Laura's, death?" And then she's like, "No, how would you even think that? Why would you even think I would do something like that? This and that." They're basically denying the whole thing. Oh yeah, and before that, the cop, him and his father are talking. He's basically thinking that his father's disappointed. He's disappointed himself for not doing anything with Danny. So then we get back to the end, and they're basically talking, and Leslie basically tells her that she would never do nothing like that, and that she's gonna get, and she's basically trying to tell her that she didn't do that. So then the episode basically ends. So that's how this week's episode ended. I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow for episode 9.